Hello and welcome to Senior Centers in Action. I'm your host, Carla Schaefer. On this month's episode, we'll visit a Mother's Day tea party at the Annapolis Senior Activity Center, talk with the director of Voices and Melody who performed at the South County Senior Activity Center, and visit two events honoring our senior community and the volunteers who work in our many programs at the Department of Aging and Disabilities. Well, May was Older Americans Month, and the county celebrated with many events during the first week of May, which we called Senior Week. The highlight of the week was the garden party at the Pascal Senior Activity Center, which featured vendors, food, and a visit from County Executive Laura Newman.
Well, what a pleasure to be here today. Many of you know this, but just in case you don't, you have a fantastic advocate in Pam. Do you know, I share this every senior center I go to. I want you to know that when I took office last year, Pam was the first person to come and see me. She was the first person it's true. She camped out until I met with her. She was kind of a stalker. And the reason is that she wanted me to understand the importance of the Department of Aging and Disabilities. Now, when we talk about county government, we know about the fire department, with all due respect to the fire chief. We all love you. We know about the police department. We know that our trash gets picked up. But the Department of Aging and Disabilities is a department that really has kind of been lost in the last several years and hasn't had the attention that it needs and candidly that it deserves. And Pam was determined to share the importance of that work with me from the very, very early days. And so we had a very long conversation, I don't know, first or second day in office. And that's because she wanted me to know that this is a department that needs and deserves attention. And she got my attention. In the past budget year, it is one of the few departments that saw an increase in funding and an increase in staffing. And the reason is that 25% of our population will be over 60 in the next 10 years. Did you know that? So we talk about the school system, which is very important, and we talk about public safety, which is also very important. But we are missing an important part of our community, which is that more than 25% of our population will be experienced within the next 10 years. That's a growing demographic in our county and in our state, and by the way, also in our country. And it means that we need to be talking about what's important to you. And so for me, every day in office is about how do we do the best job serving this community. We just want to do good work for the community.
Well, I'm here at the Pascal Garden Party with the Garden Party crew here at Pascal. Can you tell us a little bit, Lynn, to start us off, about the Garden Party today?
Well, we've been working on this plan for Senior Week, and the idea was to highlight the Pascal Senior Center, and it was perfect location for a garden party because its campus is filled with gardens of all types. And we've had a tremendous turnout of, the parking lot's been mobbed all day, and the comments that we've gotten from people while we're asking whether they liked it or not were overwhelmingly great. They loved the whole experience today.
And we've had a lot of vendors at this event. Can you tell us about some of them?
We had the Doughy Dog from the Arundel House of Hope. That's a food truck, and they've done very well today. I just talked to them, and everybody enjoyed their food. We had Corey Stevens from the co-op, the Farmers Co-op, and he did soil testing and offered advice on lawn care. We had, help me.
We had potager gardening, which is container gardening, and that was a lecture presented by Evergreen Jeans of here in Glen Burnie. We had Willow Oaks Herb Farm. We also had lectures on attracting birds to your backyard, and we even had a Anne Arundel County Park Ranger led a nature walk this morning, and then the Donna McCauley Shoemaker, who did the bird lecture, also did a bird walk on the trail. We're very fortunate that we're located in such a nice park-like setting, so we felt like we were the perfect center to host a gardening-themed event. So it's been a lot of fun.
And we're also fortunate that the director of the center is a master gardener herself, so that helps a lot in planning an event like this. You've had a wonderful turnout, and this event is really, the end to a wonderful week of Senior Week events. We've been doing this all week long, 7 days now. Barb, can you tell us about some of the other events that took place this week?
Okay, well, it started last week when we were at the Heritage Center, and we did just sort of a fun games people play. And so we had a representative from the croquet team and Senior Olympics. We had the alarmers were there with food. And then we also had healthy eating, so we had some good healthy meals. Let's see, what else do we have?
Brewster's, Rita's.
Oh, Brewster's and Rita's, that's right. Then
And entertainment.
that's right. You know, it seems like such a long time ago, and it was only a week. And then we participated in some tours, and we took county officials around to all of our senior centers were highlighted, along with assisted livings and rehab centers, things that deal with seniors every day. It was really very, very good. The community just opened their arms to us.
And we even had an open house at O'Malley in the evening as well, so people who might not be able to get out to the senior centers during the day had an opportunity to come in at night and see what really goes on every day. So I guess the big question, Nancy, is there going to be a second annual garden party?
I don't know, we'll have to see. But based on the turnout, it might be worth considering.
Well, thank you so much, Garden Party crew, for all of your hard work and efforts and inviting us to your wonderful event today. Thank you.
While we were there, I had the opportunity to speak with Diane Trepanier, a volunteer with Willow Oaks Farms.
Well, I'm here at the Pascal Garden Party with Diane. Diane, you are a friend and a volunteer of Willow Oaks Farms. So can you tell us a little bit about Willow Oaks Farms to start us off?
Willow Oaks Farm is a family farm that's been in existence for 30 years, and they specialize in organic farming and teaching classes on organic farming and herbal medicine and a lot of things to do with herbs, plus also nature crafts with nature.
And today you're selling fairy gardens. I happened to purchase a fairy garden. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Can you tell us a little bit about what fairy gardens are? What do they mean?
Fairy gardens are a miniature garden, usually in the shade or just morning sun. Fairies like to stay underneath plants and things. When you see a wild violet in your yard, that's where a fairy has stepped. So keep the wild violets.
And I have a daughter who's a very big fan of fairies, so it's going to be a good garden for us, I think.
Yes, and it's small plants. A lot of them are dwarf plants. You do have to prune them because they can get pretty wild, but they're a lot of fun. I have several of them in my yard.
And can you tell us about your experience here today at the garden party?
There has been a lot of people to talk to. They have all been very interested and excited to look at the fairy gardens. We had salad bowls, we had teas, and I even had some people who signed up for some classes this summer.
Well, thank you so much for being here at Pascal today, Diane.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Diane. It was a lovely event at a lovely location. We certainly had a wonderful senior week, complete with tours to our various service providers in Anne Arundel County, an open house at O'Malley, a kickoff celebration down at Heritage in Annapolis. It was a wonderful week. So thanks to everyone who participated and for joining us. Well, in addition to Older Americans Month, May also gave us Mother's Day, and the Annapolis Senior Activity Center held a special Mother's Day tea party. Members brought their favorite teapots and cups and were served a variety of teas and snacks. We had the opportunity to speak with the center's new director, Inbal Noon, who's replacing outgoing director Becky Batta, and Becky is the new director of Senior Center Operations for the Department of Aging and Disabilities. We're here at the annual Mother's Day Tea at the Annapolis Senior Activity Center, and right now I have the directors of the Annapolis Senior Activity Center. Becky Batta, it's her last week before she becomes, well, she's already the director of Senior Center Operations, but before she does that full time. And we have the new director of the Annapolis Senior Activity Center, Inbal Noon. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and a very fun event.
So welcome to the department, and thanks for having us at your senior center today. Can you tell us a little bit about today's event?
Today's event is all about wearing beautiful hats and celebrating the mothers. People are bringing in their own cups, or we have cups and we're having tea and a lovely platter of all the things you would find at a tea house.
And I've been watching you fill the teapots. You have an assortment of different fun
in different colors and shapes of teapots and the teacups as well. It's very festive.
Yes, very festive, and we just have a lot of fun celebrating mothers and each other.
And now everyone calls you Innie.
Yes, my name, I was born in a different country but raised here, so in the door and Innie, everybody's calling me Innie, so that works.
So Innie, what is your favorite thing so far about the center?
That's hard. I would say just meeting all the wonderful people. There's laughter everywhere in the center, no matter what day it is, and the volunteers are just a joy. We have well over, feels like 40 volunteers, and they do anything and everything, and everybody just feels like a family here. So it's been wonderful.
And Becky, you're not really leaving us, but you're leaving Annapolis. Can you share with us some of your fondest memories of your time here?
I would say one of them is this tea, what it's evolved into, and of course all the glorious hats, the crab feasts and the parties and the dances and the music and the volunteers. And it's family. It's like leaving family.
And speaking of hats, you shared some great ones with us, your crab hat and now your Mother's Day tea hat as well. We have some fabulous hats out there. I feel kind of, like I'm missing one here today.
We'll have to get you one. We'll loan you one.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you both so much for having us today, and we look forward to the tea.
Thank you.
Well, we're at the Annapolis Senior Activity Center for the Mother's Day Tea, and Becky and Innie have now found me a hat, so I fit right in, hopefully. And with me is Sadie Harris. She'll be 104 on May 31st. Sadie, can you tell us how long have you been coming to the Annapolis Senior Center?
I think about 3 years.
About 3 years, and what are some things that you like to do here?
I like artwork most of the time, whatever that is.
So you go to the art classes?
Yes, whenever I up to it. Mm-hmm.
And so you're celebrating a birthday soon. Can you tell me, what is the secret to having such a long and wonderful life?
Hard work.
Hard work?
Hard work.
It's the best advice you can give. And what do you like about the tea today?
Oh, I like just about everything. Everything is very nice.
Any favorite kinds of tea or treats?
No, I don't have any favorite kind. No.
Well, thank you so much for celebrating with us today, Sadie, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the ladies all enjoyed their tea. They were also treated to a musical performance from Voices in Melody from the Anne Arundel County Retired School Personnel Association. Voices in Melody also performed in May at the South County Senior Activity Center, and we had the chance to catch up with them and speak with the group's director, Tom Neuenschwander, before their performance.
Mockingbird, mockingbird, listen to me. We've got no nest, we've got no tree. Oh, but we're happy as heaven is warm.
I'm here at the South County Senior Activity Center with Tom Neuenschwander. He's the director of Voices in Melody, which falls under the Anne Arundel Retired. What is it, Tom?
Anne Arundel County Retired School Personnel Association.
Which is also made up of the Retired Teachers Chorus, that some people might be familiar with that name.
Originally, we were the Retired Teachers Chorus, and so then we wish to include people other than classroom teachers, or we changed it to educational employees, which includes anyone who's been employed by the Board of Education.
And Tom, your group has been around since the 80s?
Yes. It's my understanding in the written history that it was listed as 1985.
And you're here today to perform some show tunes, I understand, along with some other songs. Can you tell us a little bit about what we'll hear today?
Yes, the beginning of the program, we are doing show tunes, Lerner and Lowe show tunes, and also Rodgers and Hammerstein show tunes, and they are all familiar. And in this program, we will ask people in the audience to sing along with us.
And you have about 25 members, all retired school professionals.
Yes, sir. We have officially listed 25 members, and then we have listed an inactive membership, but some people leave and then for various reasons, and then they return. So we estimated at 25 members, and that's pretty accurate when we're having rehearsals.
And Tom, I understand that you are a retired teacher as well.
I have taught, or I had taught, in the public school system for 45 years. I have been retired for 5 years, but when you have a music degree, you don't retire from music. You retire from teaching public school music. Very active in music organizations in my church, and of course here with the Voices and Melody.
And how long have you been with Voices and Melody?
I assumed the directorship in 2009 until 2013. I am still the official director, but Judy Engelmeyer has directed this entire year because I was out because of surgery.
Now, we saw a little bit from your group the other day at the Annapolis Senior Activity Center, and you had a duet on the piano with a couple of your members. Can you tell us about them?
Yes, we have two ladies who do a beautiful job with their duets, and they normally play on our programs except places where there's an electronic piano and not a conventional piano. And one of the ladies refuses to play on electronic pianos because you don't have the same control. Their names are Mary Lord, who taught in our system for many, many years, and I have to whisper this, she's 98 years old, and she really surprised us at the last program. She jumped from the floor up onto the stage without any trouble at all, and when they finished performing, she jumped back down. Many of us in the chorus couldn't begin to do that. And then our other member of the duet team is Judy Vi, and they have both taught in the county school system for many, many years, but they do beautiful duets on our concert.
Well, Tom, I think I hear your group warming up in the background, so we better let you go so that you can warm up and get ready for the concert today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The audience enjoyed the performance and even had the chance to sing along. Well, Older Americans Month closed out with the Retired Senior Volunteer Program and Nutrition Luncheon at Fontaine, Bleue in Glen Burnie. The event recognized the county's senior volunteers who enjoyed a delicious lunch, a live band, dancing, and prizes. We had a chance to speak with a few of our volunteers from the Brooklyn Park Senior Activity Center about their activities at the center. Well, we're here at the annual RSVP, that's Retired Senior and Volunteer Program, and Nutrition Luncheon at Fontaine Bleue in Glen Burnie. And with me today, I have some ladies from the Brooklyn Park Senior Center. I have Betty, Juanita, Lorraine, and Patty. So thank you for being here today, and thank you for all of your volunteer efforts, ladies. Can you tell us about some of the things that you do to volunteer at the Senior Center?
Well, what I try to do is take our information as to our parties and our trips and get it into the paper so that other people in the area will know what's going on, and hopefully they'll join us.
And can you tell us about some of the different volunteer activities that you have?
We volunteer. We have a party every month, and the seniors are invited, and we do trips and trying to get them involved in the ceramic and our crocheting classes.
And I understand you have a party coming up on June 19th.
Yes, we are. We're having a breakfast for the seniors, and they come, and we're having sausage, eggs, pancakes, and scrapple.
And Lorraine, how long have you been volunteering?
About 4 years. And my motto is sharing and caring, and I hope that is a basic motto for all our senior centers. I enjoy participating and, excuse me, and right now we started a desk for our trips, and we're having the van trips and then additional trips. And this winter we've had a crochet class, and we donated about 22 lap Afghans to the nursing home up on Hammonds Lane. I do a lot of the signage for our upcoming events, and I enjoy fixing things and doing a little fancy stuff now and then.
And Patty, you're the representative from Brooklyn Park on the Advisory Council, the Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council, and you do so much for the center, particularly with the Korean members. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, we meet every Wednesday, about 70 Korean senior who need help, like English, reading letters for them, translating, and help them assistance for they need a place to go, and they need to go hospital. Then I'll follow them to go translate for doctors and all that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do for the county. There's a great band in there right now, so we'll let you get back to the festivities and the dancing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Everyone had a wonderful time, and we want to once again say thank you to all our volunteers. From income tax assistance to trip planning, you are the ones who keep our senior activity centers in action. And if you'd like to find out more information about a center near you, call us at 410-222-4464 or visit us online at www.aacounty.org/aging. And be sure to tell your friends and family about our show. You can watch us daily on AAC TV at noon and 7 p.m. or online anytime on Facebook, Google+, or YouTube. Just search Arundel TV to find our videos. Well, that's it for this month. We'll be back in July with more highlights from senior activity centers, and we hope to see you then.